I love Infamous. I know a lot of you guys also love Infamous. In fact, I would say it's probably my top 3 favorite franchises, exclusives, that PlayStation has ever produced next to The Last of Us. Now, I have made videos before in the past talking about the potential of a new installment in the franchise, but I know a lot of people may want a remake of it, or at very least remastered. But today we're going to be talking about, is a remake possible? Now, to give you the short answer, yes, a remake is very much possible, specifically in this day and age now where remakes and remasters are kind of the norm. Like, for example, Resident Evil 4, which looks absolutely fantastic, and Final Fantasy 7, which I believe is having a new DLC. Is it a DLC? Is it expansion? I mean, aren't they the same thing? But comment down below if you're a fan of Final Fantasy in general. Now, when it comes to Infamous, we already know that Sucker Punch has made a statement saying that they have no plans on revisiting the series, and some believe that's because they're focusing on Ghost of Tsushima, but me personally, I believe it's because they ran out of ideas and don't know where to take the series going forward. Now, as a fan of the series, I have seen many ideas floating around the internet focusing on Delsin and a sequel for Second Son, or just a remastered of the first 2 games, or an outright remake, which is what we're focusing on here. But I think going forward, and the best thing that can happen for the series, and to get not only fresh ideas, but to work off what they already have established for the first 2 games, and maybe some stuff for Second Son, I think the best thing they can do is honestly make a remake. And when I say remake, I'm not talking about Last of Us Part 1 level stuff. I'm talking about like an entirely new, graphically PS5 exclusive, new mechanics type of remake. Like, for example, the mechanic I really want to see is taken straight from the first Infamous game, but enhanced. So when it comes to, choices in morality, I feel like I shouldn't be limited to make certain choices depending on where I align. So if I'm full-on hero, I should be able to make Infamous level choices, or if I'm Infamous, I should be making Guardian or hero choices, etc. And I like how in the first one, the world really changed depending on, the choices that you made. So if you're full-on hero, there are posters of you all over the city, and the city looks just a lot more clean. And when it comes to gameplay, I really liked what Infamous 2 did, where you could kind of change how your powers looked and how they acted. So you could have like a basic, lightning shot, or if you wanted to get a certain upgrade where it changed it to where it's more like a straight up lightning bolt, or they're more homing shots. I definitely liked that. Now, I definitely still think that you should have different looks, and they should act differently depending on your karma. So if you're Infamous, they're more destructive and things explode more if you're using them, while as if you're a hero, they're more restraint like. I think Infamous, they've always had that. I think they should just stick with that, while also adding on to it, which I'm pretty sure they can, especially if they listen to the fans' input, because us the fans, we have some pretty cool ideas. Heck, I saw a really cool idea from a fan about a Second Son sequel where Delsin literally raids Kurt and Kay to free up all the conduits, and well, it also gets nuked. But I think that's a pretty cool idea, and I would not be mad if that was a sequel to Second Son. Now, when it comes to boss fights, honestly, you guys know me, I do not like it when you're fighting a bunch of henchmen on top of the boss. And me personally, I think the best fight in the entire Infamous series is probably Kessler. But keep in mind that is just my opinion. If you disagree, comment down below your best boss fight in the entire Infamous series. Now, when it comes to the story, I definitely think they should keep the same tone that the first one had, but when it comes to other conduits, I think Second Son pretty much did it the best. And that's mainly because Second Son had a lot more variety. I mean, you have Eugene, Fetch, Augustine, you had the one girl with the paper powers, and if you actually play the story and hear a lot of the audio dialogue, you hear about people that can control wires and glass. It's just like so much variety when it comes to conduits. Unlike the first one, where a lot of the people that did show up, besides Cole, their powers felt more like hindrances than gifts. But comment down below whether or not you're down for a remake or just a remaster, or if you want them to continue Delsin Rowe's story with a Second Son sequel. Like I said, I'm not against it, but me personally, I would prefer them to just do a straight up remake. And also comment down below if you disagree with that, right? Like, I would love to have a discussion, right? I'm all about hearing different people's opinions. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like something you want to see more, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, I'm Superior Guy, and I'm out. Deuces.